I can tell you, I don't use the term peace lightly. A lot of times people say, oh, I'm just looking for somebody to be my peace. Baby, it's an inside job. I talk about the year I spent in
Woo!
13
Don't
months.
just be dropped. No, no, no. Don't rush that. Don't
No, what
rush
I'm
that.
saying,
Say
people look
that
at
it's
peace
an
as an
inside
outside
job.
situation, an outside entity. I'm looking for, well, if I'm in a relationship, he got to be my peace. She got to be my peace. Baby, that means you bringing some ill content. That
Peace
means
is
you
an
not okay.
inside job.
It's an inside job every day of the week. When I look at the 13 months I spent in Los Angeles to go on this adventure and put myself out there and try, it went so well according to everyone. And I was not at peace. And it was going so well. You're on national TV. You're on the stages. You're on the side of the bus. I was not at peace, so much so that I developed stress-induced eczema on my hands and my feet and could not keep skin. I was miserable. I was physically having a manifestation of I am not content with what this feels like. And so then I had to let go of everybody else's, man, LA agrees with you. Man, we so proud of you. Man, you doing LA. People in LA saying, you just got here, you doing that. And I said, I'm going to go back home. And then when y'all need me, call me. And then I'll come back out here and do what y'all need me to do. But since that decision, when I tell you I had peace with that decision, and so many people, but you got momentum. Why would you leave now? Because I would like to enjoy Tuesday. I don't want to sacrifice the next 5 years in hopes of something that may or may not come, that I may or may not want. I didn't like the way I felt yesterday. That's enough information for me to stop. Okay. Every job I've ever had, it's a beautiful resume. ESPN, Tennessee Titans, I was a TV news anchor. And one day I woke up and I didn't care about who was excited that I was there. I didn't care about who liked watching me. I didn't care about who else wanted the opportunity. I said, I'm done with this because I am no longer at peace being here. So I need to then move somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. Is if you don't set it for yourself, you'll have a 45-year career, successful to everybody else, and you be looking up like, well, that was my whole life,
and listen, literally, you have, first of all, salute to your perspective, your learned wisdom, because it will make us better. It will. I know you claim that you don't give advice, but it was helpful.
Okay. I received it.
It was helpful. She said that in season 1, y'all. She doesn't give advice.
That. I don't give
blah,
advice.
Blah, blah. It is helpful. Your insight is helpful because it has grown. I have grown up all the more in the span of us even having this show in how I take on these experiences, because yes, they are fun. Yes, it is exciting. Yes, it is a thrill to try to accomplish the expectations that are set before you by the social construct of what success looks like. But if I don't have peace, if that doesn't satisfy my soul based on that which I believe and I know, what is the adventure for? The adventure was all for naught.
Right.
And so I am learning to find my peace and my joy by way of the internal work. Because as you said, peace is an inside job. That's the same for love. That's the same for hope. That's the same for faith. It's not predicated on everything else moving in rhythm and lockstep with that which you have. But the crazy thing is, the winds and the waves will ultimately obey when the internal has made an agreement with what it is anchored in belief. That which around it, the only thing that can remain are the things that agree with the rhythm of what you have established in here, in heart, and in mind. Mm-hmm. A lot of times we take our cues externally and then bring it internally. But if we do a greater work from the internal to the external, it then informs our reality
is verbalizing,
to fall in line.
Verbalizing that, right? Because when I'm at my baseline,
using your language, yes,
say it. I talk all the time about being grateful. When I'm at my baseline, that doesn't mean nothing is up, down, side. I woke up. All right, that was good. Okay, we got food. That's good. Ooh, the water's on and it's clean, allegedly. Okay, we good. The car cranked up. So I'm saying I acknowledge and I share my gratitude all the time in all things. And I want to say the reason why I said it might come up with this person that I've met is because what's very evident to me is I put on my bingo card. I think I said in season 1, I put on my bingo card I was going to fall in love this year. And when I would tell people that, they would say, "You retired from dating 4 years ago." I was like, "Well, I'm not going to unretire, but my heart is open for a heart." Right. And so maybe by February, March, from being on tour, so many of my friends were traveling and coming to my shows all over the country. So I was seeing my really close friends more than I probably have in years. And I would tell my mom, "Oh, such and such came. Oh, they brought the kids." And I just said, I am so loved. Like my friends love me. Like they ride for me. One of my friends books all my travel. I just was telling my mom, if I ain't nothing else, I am loved. And so one
Yes,
day I said to my mom, I said, I think that fall in love in 2025 is because I'm falling more in love with myself. I'm out
that's
here
right.
entertaining people that I've never seen before in places I've never been before and creating new opportunities for people to see not just me, but a Black person or a Black woman or a 50-year-old woman in a way they never saw it before. And I get to sign these books that I wrote and I published.
That is a beautiful thing